Hi, good morning, everybody. Well, today, I have to report that we had Hurricane Leslie coming through Portugal between 11 and 4 in the morning, and it has caused some damage along the coast. Well, over here where I am, we had heavy rains, but everything is okay. And we didn't suffer. But, my thoughts and my prayers go to the people that have lost property and possessions throughout the coast last night in Portugal. A big kiss to all of them. Well, and on that note, actually, I was thinking today, and I said, what am I going to do? What am I going to make today for lunch? It's a bit coolish, and we haven't been invited for lunch, but Louise has to complete the project, and we decided to stay at home. And as my father used to say, sometimes home is safer and better when when the conditions are not that good. And I said, what am I going to do? And a thought came to my mind that actually I do when I have nothing else, when I don't really have anything else in mind, and I normally do this dish, and it is bow ties, pasta bow ties. When I was a kid, I used to love them, and my aunt Fernanda used to make them for me, especially. And then throughout the years, I've actually changed the recipe a bit, and I do it very simple. It's like any other pasta. I mean, it's pasta, as you know. It's simple to bake, and you have to you really have to be, as I say, attent and careful not to overcook it. How do I do it? A large pot of water. You let the water boil. I would say about a liter is enough. Let it boil. Drizzle it with a bit of extra virgin olive oil. Throw in a bit of salt, and then, in this case, put in the bow ties. Enough for, in my case, enough for two people. Put in bow ties and cover it. In the way that I'm going to do this recipe, I normally I'll let it cook for about 5 to 6 minutes. If I was going to do it in a different way, I would allow 7. But after 5, 6 minutes, take the pot off the heat and drain the water. Leave a little bit of the water because you might need it later. Not all of it, but just a little bit. Drain it, strain it, and let it settle. Put on a frying pan in the oven or in the stove. Cut some garlic slices. About one garlic clove is enough. A bit of onion, off a medium onion, also in slices. And then see what vegetables you have. If you have some broccoli or some carrots, sometimes you can have also some cauliflower if you have, asparagus if you have. Whatever you have in the fridge of veggies, get them out, cut them in small pieces, and put on a bit of a drizzle of olive oil in the frying pan over the oven, medium heat. Put in the garlic first and the onion, let it golden a little bit, and then put in the vegetables, cut them all in small pieces, put it in, and let it fry a bit. And once you see that it's nicely fried, I normally add in some. You can put half a cup of water, or I normally put in about half a cup of white wine, and I allow it. Put in a bit of salt, pepper if you like, and let it simmer for, I would say, for about 10 minutes. Vegetables get cooked, and when you see that the vegetables are nice and I would say not soft, hardy, then get your pasta and throw it in. Throw in your bow ties on this nice vegetable mixture. Mix it around a bit. Put in a bit of more of olive oil if you like, or a bit of butter if you prefer. I like both of them. Taste for salt. Let it run a little bit. I would say for another minute or two. putting some spread over it some Parmesan cheese, or some coentro, or also parsley if you like, cut, and serve. You will find that this is brilliant for a lunch when you don't want to go out and the weather's a bit cold and you just want to stay home. Try it, enjoy it. I surely will. I will then post some photos for you to see later on, and I'm sure that you're gonna like it. Well, have a nice Sunday. See you around. Bye.